He's Hockey Mascot's bad boy, and today we're style swapping Gritty. So to get started, we needed to draw Gritty himself, get an original drawing just to remind ourselves what Gritty looks like. And so of course I started with the eyes and that mouth, trying to find the perfect balance between disturbingly weird and wonderful that is Gritty. I learned a lot about what Gritty looks like in this one, particularly around where his hair and his eyebrows start and end, which seems to be nowhere and everywhere all at once. Anyways, you can see me trying to get my best Gritty look in here, get that body shape and that jersey. I decided to draw a bit of the Philadelphia Flyers mascot, not mascot. We're obviously drawing the mascot, the logo there on the chest, and just sort of get myself in position for the ultimate finish of this pose. And I put him in skates because it seems about right. Gritty is a fascinating creature, don't you think? I'm not sure what Gritty's meant to be, but he's a monster in the best way possible. Fuel for our nightmares and our entertainment. Perfect expression of what it means to be, I guess, a sports fan in, you know, the 2020s. I don't know. I'm not really a hockey person. I'm not really a sports person. Don't tell my Canadian friends. I'm Canadian, and I don't really watch or participate in the hockey culture that much because I'm a bit of a nerd, and I just never really got into that kind of thing. So yeah, I do know what Gritty is. Like, I've seen Gritty do horrible things, and you know, Gritty's certainly made a splash in our culture. And so, yeah, I was able to get close to what Gritty looks like and get the vibe of the monster that is Gritty down pretty well. I actually think this is a great option. We're doing a stream where we're doing just small style swaps of mascots. And this, of course, was the first choice that came up. And, oh, Gritty, you are a unique and wonderful delight. We're just getting the line art here on our skates. A nice and simple thing. I decided to draw the jersey logo after we started coloring, just because it'd be easier to just draw it on top of the color. And yeah, you can see me now trying to figure out exactly what color to choose for this beard and how to make these lines work, given that there's so many broken lines to the hair. I think what we ended up with was pretty nice. I think I like it. The color's not perfect, but we'll get somewhere close pretty soon. And yeah, it's just a matter of getting these colors in here nice and making our Gritty super beautiful. I did make a mistake here. I should have made the beard on its own layer and the jersey on its own layer so I can just sneak the full logo of the Philadelphia Flyers underneath the beard on its own layer. But I didn't do that, so I ended up having to draw like specifically around the beard to get the logo in there properly. And that was a bit of a nightmare in its own right. But hey, sometimes you do what you gotta do. And you make the choices you gotta make, and yeah, life goes on. Speaking of life going on, I think we're getting really close to the end of our Gritty here. I think we still gotta do shadows as well, because I wanted it to look super cool. But as we get closer to the end, I just want to remind you, my name is Patrick. I'm an artist. I love to draw pictures here on the internet and have fun doing it. If you enjoy that kind of thing, make sure you hit the follow button and subscribe or whatever. You know, whatever the feature that you're supposed to do is. I'm not good at this. Here's Gritty. Alright, up next we have South Park style. So putting Gritty in the South Park style creates a few simple problems. First of all, the South Park eyes are very specific, and Gritty's eyes are also very specific. So I just went with bigger than usual South Park eyes. And then it's a matter of, like, how do you exactly get this body right? And I think I did okay in the end, just with simplifying the shapes of the body and trying to make them work. You'll see me here start to do line art, and I do all the line art and the coloring, and I think, oh yeah, that looks all right. Then I realized that, like, South Park is more of a lineless style, so I actually redo a huge portion of this once we have these lines in nice and good and colored. I go back and I start doing layered color beat pieces. Because I think South Park was originally just like paper pieces on top of each other, right? At least that's how the style evokes. Sort of like a claymation with paper people. Paper. Uh, but yeah, we're coming on here, and I like the look of this particular Gritty, the way that it comes together. But as you can see, it doesn't really hit the South Park style until I go fully colorless, or lineless. Colorless would be very more. Fully lineless. And you'll see me do that shortly when I realize, no, actually, this is not what I want at all. But yeah, we're getting this in there real nice. Do you still watch South Park? I used to watch South Park a long time ago. I thought it was very funny and very progressive for the time, but then I slowly lost my deep interest in it. I don't know why exactly. It just sort of like, maybe I just moved on to other things. I imagine it's still quite funny and quite interesting and humorous and all the other things between here and there. And so you can see me now trying to get the lines in here and the style in here in a way that works. Basically, I'm keeping my lines on while I draw underneath it with color layers, and then taking the lines away. I'm trying to clean up my colors as much as possible to make my lines a little bit more concrete than they were, just to make it look more put together than it actually ultimately is. You can see me here just layering in the various bits and pieces, trying to get that style just right. And in the end, I think I'm pretty happy with the end result. You'll see me just trying to figure that out in just a moment here. Did I give them back their logo? Yes, I did. A little worried there for a second. And there we go. That's South Park. Let's check out the final reveal. Last but not least, we've got My Little Pony style, and this one took me for a journey. First of all, the My Little Pony style does not lend itself to the crazy eyes of the Gritty, which means that I needed to get in there deeper and figure out how to make this work. And I start with a sort of like long hair, mixed beard look for the head, and while I think it sort of works, it didn't ultimately work. So you'll see me get my sketch in here, be pretty happy with it in general, start to do line art, and then realize, nope, it's not really for me. We're going to do the cutie mark as the Philadelphia Flyers logo, and we're going to make them wear a jersey and skates, because why not? That works with what I've decided for this character. So yeah, with our sketch done, it was time to move to the line art, and here is where things just start to sort of fall apart. I can't figure out how to make this eye work in a way that like makes the pony style, like, it's just awful. But hey, it's fun. And it's not that I can't draw the pony eyes, it's that trying to draw them with the hair and the form and the bigger eyes, it all just sort of like falls a bit apart. And yeah, I land on something that I'm okay with for a little while. I just went for the full Gritty eye on this for a moment, and it is unhinged to the extreme. But yeah, I eventually realized this is just not quite working the way I wanted to, and I go through and straight up remove it. But hey, that's an important step in drawing, like in making art. It's okay to ultimately, delete your art and try again. And in fact, I go as far as to resketch out a design with a brand new head. So I start with a My Little Pony look, and then I say, okay, how can I make this a little bit more gritty in style? So there's sort of a My Little Pony head. It actually looks more like a deer for some reason, but that's the right kind of head. Now it's time to get in there and see if I can gritify it. That common verb, gritify. And yeah, I think what I end up with, I think I'm pretty happy with in the end. I kept the beard fully in there, but I simplified the form of the head. I also realized that I forgot to put a helmet on this character up until very late in the process. And so I'm getting colors on here and suddenly realized, wait a second, we don't have a helmet. And so I go back once more, because that's what art sometimes has to do. And I get a helmet on there. Here we go. And all the colors are in, but wait, there's more. He doesn't have a helmet. Let's delete it all again and start again. Look, this is the story of making sometimes. Sometimes you just forget important things. You have to go out there and make things work. So get the colors on here. And I think in the end, I'm pretty happy with our My Little Pony Gritty here for you to enjoy. And let's check out the final reveal of My Little Gritty. Friendship is violence. Here we go. And that's going to be it for our gritties today. I hope you enjoyed the mix of weird and wonderful gritties we drew. Which one was your favorite? What other characters should we style swap? And what kind of styles would you like to see? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. And I hope you got something fun and happy out of this. For now, that's going to be it. We'll see you next time. And of course, keep being awesome. Bye.